Cancer, hi, welcome to my channel. So today we have a reading for you, no particular subject. We're a tech and energy, something we know, something we don't know, recent past advice and potential outcome. At the end there will be an opportunity for an extended where we'll dive in deeper. Ooh, look at you, celebrating your birthday. 3 of Cups, King of Cups. Happy birthday. Thank you for... No. You can watch this for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury, North Node, or if any of those planets are currently transiting your 4th house. Do check out your vertex also. Thank you however you support the channel, very much appreciated. Cross watchers, you are more than welcome. Message may well be for you. All information's in the description box, including website link for private reads. There's currently 25% off just for July, just to fill the diary. I don't know how many's left, but there's only availability for about, what are we on now? 10 days maybe, 12 days, 11. So do check that out if you wish. Cancer, what is going on? Let's do one more. We have the 6 of Swords. The 6 of Swords is Mercury in Aquarius. It's also kind of like metaphorical funeral in a sense. You know, Lord of the Rings would say sail into the undying lands, but there's just something about trusting a journey here. You know, nobody's using oars, they're just letting the boat, letting the water do its thing. What do we know? What don't we know? Recent past. Advice. I was going to say it felt like you need to just have a bit of a cleanse here. Potential outcome. Okay. Okay. It's like you've forgotten your natural capability is water. You are water. You're ruled by the moon. 10 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Sun in Gemini can be endings. Okay. There's a bit of discontentment here for some reason, and I'm not 100% sure why. And I'm hearing, oh Christ, I've not heard this song in years. So this could be a couple of things, because this song takes me back to, I'm going to say simpler times, but it wasn't simpler times as in, you know, nothing happening, you know, but when we're not awake, when we're not aware of everything going off around us. But it's McCormick and Butler falling, and that, like I said, that takes me back to a time when it was, you know, my life was unpleasant in the sense of routine of working, drinking with friends, but it was simple. Would I go back? Not in a million years, but there's just something kind of maybe pulling you here. So we've got the 6 of Swords. What we're aware of is the Daughter of Coins. The Daughter of Coins is the Page of Pentacles. It's the student, it's the child. It's how we nurture the seeds that we plant. You know, the Ace of Coins has been really quite large here, and you're throwing a little bit of water, but it's like it's not enough. My card for water fasting to kick into autophagy, where we start to get rid of the cells that are no good for us, is the 4 of Cups. Your advice is the 4 of Cups. It's one of your cards. It's the moon in Cancer. I'm jumping ahead. What we're not aware of is strength. Now, strength is courage. Strength is Leo. Leo rules the heart. It's about the thing that seems to be really underlining this message is not that you've not got an open heart, not that, you know, love isn't just about trusting other people. It's actually about trusting ourselves and our own consistency. And there's something here that seems to be stopping that consistency of loving ourselves. So that could be self-care goes out of the window when the going gets tough. There's something that's kind of just trying to be shown to you here. Recent past is the Fool. Now the Fool is a brand new beginning, so something has happened. Could be an ending. You know, sometimes new beginnings are disguised as sometimes painful. Sometimes new beginnings are disguised as painful endings, or new beginnings are I don't know. You know that one. Either way, endings and new beginnings, they coincide. And there's something about just trusting a process here. You know, having a sense of humour about your path. The Fool here is in the past, and he's heading in the past. Now, as soon as I laid it down, I was immediately brought to the comedy film Loaded Weapon, an old one, but it was a parody of Silence of the Lambs. It's like, you know, stay on the left, he's at the end cell, and as soon as they start walking down, he's like, oh no, stay on the right, I meant stay on the right, and he's, you know, getting beaten by the prisoners. But there's something here about just trusting the journey. You might have been walking down the left when you should have been walking down the right. It doesn't matter. You're going to find where you need to be. There's just about a process here of just recognizing where we go off kilter a little bit. So the advice is the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is, for me, saying it could be some sort of cleansing, water fast, autophagy, whatever it is. It's also a card of, you know, gratitude, looking at what amazing things are in our present moment, and that will amplify. And it's also a nod to say, you guys rule the moon, or the moon rules you. Use it, you know, align with it. Is the moon in the first house and you're full of energy? Fantastic. Do your magic. Is it in the, I don't know, let's say the 12th house, and even though you're highly attuned, you haven't got the energy to be taking on the world? Step back. Know your routine, know your cycle. All, you know, you read back into spiritual scriptures, the ultimate phrase is know thyself. Know thyself is knowing your cycles. My cycle is different to yours. Your cycle is different to Joe Bloggs down the street. Know you. And then your outcome is the Knight of Cups. This energy then just starts building bridges. Starts to emanate from the heart. And when we emanate from the heart, we can, like I said, nothing can stop. Distance, nothing. Distance could be you and another person. Distance could be you and the dream. Distance could be you and, you know, whatever this seed is. Nothing can stop it when we're at that heart based. But the biggest thing to take from this is trusting your own consistency. Okay? I want to see where you guys are with the High Priestess. So you're with the Seven of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. Again, you know, look at it another way. Jupiter's just moved in. Tons of opportunities coming your way. Might be a little bit overwhelming at the moment. This is Venus in Scorpio, so the Empress meets Death. So there could be a lot of transformations taking place. Look back to the last time Jupiter was in Cancer, and we're looking at 2013. There'll be similar themes playing out for you. But there's breakthroughs coming. It's about having a different awareness to something. And maybe accepting, you know, some people won't hear you or see you. And that's fine. It's kind of giving me remembering, so I've got raw honey in this place. They sell it in like really tall, thin glasses, bottles. And I went to grab it the other day, and there was tons of ants on the bottle. So I give it a little shake for them all to jump off. All of them jumped off except for one. One hung on for dear life. I was like checking it here, there, and everywhere. You know, trying my best to just get it onto the side so it jumps off onto the worktop. Nothing. Even ran the water going up the bottle just to scare it into jumping. Nothing. Eventually I had to literally just gently flick and get it off. And it dawned on me afterwards as I was using it, that ant I saw it squirming back up to all its friends, will have got there and telling it in its own little language, that beast of a man, you know, tried to murder me, etc., etc. But the reality was very, very different. But the sheer size of me compared to that will have looked horrific. It'd have looked like I was, you know, Mr. Destruction. So there's just something about awareness of, you know, the ability to zoom out. Sometimes when we're that enclosed, if that ant can only see, oh my God, this terrifying creature is trying to kill me. It wasn't. I was saving it. So there's something here about recognizing, you know, not all actions are going to get the rewards that you want, and vice versa. And the High Priestess is exactly that, with the 5 of Cups and the 9 of Swords. Okay. Okay, what's 5? Boron. Boron is a chemical element. Okay. A liquid form of boron serves as a neutron sponge to atomic chain reactions. Our self-love is a sponge that blots out our responsiveness to God's love. Okay. Okay, the nearest gemstone is borosite. Crystal symbolizes creativity, loyalty, and serenity. And in Hindu mythology, it's a trace mineral. It's believed to have properties that reduce inflammation within the body. Okay, interesting. So yeah, you're being asked to trust where you're being led at the moment. Everything, even if things seem to get cancelled. Yeah, the Daughter of Cups is the red thread of fate for me in the Tarot of the Divine. So there's a bit of despondency here, and there's a feeling of, maybe you're feeling like your trust in situations been misplaced, whether that's people, the divine, whatever it is. But you're being led in the right direction once you go through this sort of clearing. You know, the good news is on the other side. Okay. In your extended, we'll clarify these. We'll just dive deeper. Okay, if you can join me, fantastic. Let me know. We have Mercury in Aquarius, Leo, Gemini, Virgo, Moon in Cancer, Sun in Gemini, Mars in Leo, Gemini, Saturn in Pisces, Saturn in Libra, Sun in Capricorn, Jupiter in Leo, Moon in Aquarius, and Taurus. We have swords, coins, cups, wands. Everyone's here. Those are the standouts. Let me know. Take care. See you soon. Bye.